Hello everyone, nice to see you. On May 11th, Twitter announced that it had added former Google VP and AI guru Fei-fei Li to its board of directors because of her unparalleled expertise in engineering, computer science, and artificial intelligence. It was reported that Twitter took this action as it grapples with coronavirus misinformation. This news immediately sparked a lot of discussion and concerns, especially among overseas Chinese people, including myself. The main reason is because of Fei-fei Li's ties with China or the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP. Some call her red expert. Today, I'd like to talk about some deeper ties that she has with the CCP that many people may not be aware of yet, as well as why we should be very worried. First, let's quickly go through her background, as some people may not know that much yet. Fei-fei Li, I'd rather call her Li Fei-fei, as that's how her name is said in Chinese, was born in China in 1976. She migrated to America with her family when she was 16 and studied physics in Princeton University. After graduating in 1999, she suddenly returned to China on her own for a year, claiming to be studying Tibetan medicine in Tibet. Then she returned to the US and pursued her PhD degree at California Institute of Technology, choosing artificial intelligence (AI) and computational neuroscience as her major. She then worked as an assistant professor at the University of Illinois and Princeton University. In 2009, she started to work at Stanford University, where she was promoted to a professor and director of the Stanford AI Lab and Stanford Vision Lab. While at Stanford, he became known in AI circles for starting ImageNet, the world's largest image recognition database. Then, in January 2017, she joined Google Cloud as its chief scientist of AI and machine learning, and led Google's China team with her student Li Jia. In October 2018, she returned to Stanford. And recently, as you've already known, she was appointed to Twitter's board. Back on December 31st, 2017, Google announced the establishment of its Google AI China Center at the Google Developer Days in Shanghai. Li Fei-fei made a 15-minute speech in Chinese. She says, "Over the past few years, China has demonstrated an incredible capacity for development." She quotes Napoleon's comment and refers to China as a sleeping lion. She says, quote, "In the world of AI, China has long since awakened as one of the world leaders. China is also my hometown. I was born here, I grew up here, I have a lot of family and friends who live and work here. My heart is always here," unquote. She then claims with a lot of passion that the science of AI has no borders, neither do its benefits. AI can change the world, but breakthroughs made anywhere can have the potential to make the lives of people in the entire world more wonderful. I must say, when I heard her saying so, I wanted very much to say to her, "Sorry, I don't agree." Just like the organ harvesting and transplant technology, in a normal society, it can save people's lives. But in CCP's China, it is used to mass murder innocent people so that their organs can be sold for money. Just as a harmless kitchen knife can also be used to kill if it's in a murderer's hand. How would you say that it doesn't matter who masters the technology? Don't you know that the internet, AI, and facial recognition have long since become tools for the CCP to suppress dissidents? You are not a 3-year-old little girl anymore. Why are you so naive? When giving an interview to Chinese media on that day about Google's returning to China, Li Fei-fei used a very famous CCP slogan, "Stay true to our founding mission." This slogan first appeared in CCP's 19th National Congress to stress CCP's legitimacy. By choosing such a term, Li Fei-fei had already shown her gesture. And her gesture or stance did show itself throughout her speech on that day. She adopted CCP's official narrative of building a community of common destiny for all mankind. I must say that she has mastered the essence of the CCP's tongue and expressed it very well. Many Chinese state media reported about Li Fei-fei's returning to her motherland with much excitement. One report says returning to her motherland again, Miss Li Fei-fei looks very excited. This time, Li Fei-fei officially took Google AI back to our country, etc. Soon after establishment, Google AI's China Center started its cooperation with Tsinghua University. At the inauguration ceremony of the Tsinghua University's Artificial Intelligence Institute on June 28, 2018, Jeff Dean, a general director of Google AI, was hired as a member of the Tsinghua University's Computer Science Advisory Board. Li Fei-fei and her student Li Jia were also at the ceremony to congratulate. After the ceremony, the Institute and the Google AI China Center co-hosted the Tsinghua Google AI Symposium with keynote presentations by Jeff Dean, Li Fei-fei, and Li Jia, and experts from Tsinghua University. What's special about Tsinghua University's AI project is that it has deep ties with Chinese military. In 1990, Tsinghua University established the first intelligent technology and system lab in China and received more than 100 million yuan funding from the Central Military Commission of the CCP. In June 2017, Tsinghua University established Civil Military Integration Cutting-Edge Defense Technology Laboratory and chose AI as its top priority. In 2018, Vice Chancellor of Tsinghua University, Zeng published an article titled "The Road to AI Development Through Civil-Military Integration," stating that Tsinghua University would follow the requirement of the CCP to closely integrate the national strategy of civil-military integration and the strategy of becoming a powerful center via AI technology, and to ensure that the basic research of AI can effectively support the military applications of the CCP. The so-called civil-military integration is the CCP's strategy of strengthening the military to provide technical support to the ministry. In early September 2018, Capital Online, a China-based cloud solution provider, announced in an official WeChat article that Google Cloud had confirmed its cooperation with the company to enter China. However, the company soon withdrew the announcement without reason. In July 2019, German-American billionaire investor Peter Thiel accused Google of working with the Chinese military too and called for the US government to investigate. In fact, Google AI's China Center is not the only channel for Google's cooperation with the CCP's military system. On June 28, 2019, the official website of the Chinese Academy of Sciences published an article saying that a top Chinese scientist in Google's artificial intelligence team had collaborated with researchers in Beijing to develop a human-computer interaction project and presented a paper at a top international academic conference. After the publication of this article, 2 anonymous Chinese researchers revealed that this technology allows fighter pilots or anti-aircraft missile operators to lock fast-moving targets with unprecedented speed and accuracy on a touchscreen, and that the J-20, the most advanced stealth fighter aircraft of the CCP, had the opportunity to use it. Google quickly confirmed that it did have a presence in this study, but denied that it was related to the People's Liberation Army of the CCP. Interestingly, the Chinese Academy of Sciences made it clear in its initial version of the press release announcing the result of the study that this study will have prospects for widespread applications in a variety of fields, including military, medical, education, and digital entertainment. However, after Google issued a statement, the mentioning of military was removed from the article on the official website of the Chinese Academy of Science. But on other Chinese websites, such as the website of Science and Technology Industry Network, under the Chinese Academy of Sciences itself, the word military is still there. Li Fei-fei's deep ties with the CCP can also be traced in her relationship with an important United Front work organization of the CCP, the Western Returned Scholars Association. The Western Returned Scholars Association was established in 1913 in Beijing by some prominent scholars and intellectuals. After the CCP came to power in 1949, this association was turned into an important tool for CCP's United Front work, and a lot of influential figures in politics, business, and academic circles were all members of this association. For example, former CCP head Jiang Zemin, Premier Li Peng, Vice Chairman of CCP's Central Military Commission Liu Huaqing, and Vice Premier Li Lanqing were all once members of this association. Over a third of the members of Chinese Academy of Sciences and 2/3 of the presidents of Chinese universities are also members. According to the association's own website, the association is under the leadership of Central Secretary of CCP's Central Committee, and the United Front Work Department actually manages the association on behalf of the CCP. In August 2016, the General Office of the CCP's Central Committee issued a formal notification regarding how to strengthen the Western Returned Scholars Association. The guidelines include strengthening CCP's leadership over the association, attracting more members, providing venues, and ensuring fundings, etc. From all this, we can see clearly that this association is almost under 100% control and direct leadership of the CCP. Although it has many overseas members, it can be counted as CCP's highest level United Front organization. According to the association's website, on August 19, 2018, the 13th Beijing Forum of the association was held in Beijing. Dai Junling, Deputy Director of CCP's United Front Work Department, as well as many other prominent United Front work figures, attended this forum. Li Fei-fei and another professor of Stanford University, Professor Zhang Shousheng, also attended attended that forum. Zhang Shousheng was a famous Chinese-American scientist, physics in specific, and was once regarded as a potential winner for the Nobel Prize in Physics. In 2017, Li Fei-fei and Zhang Shousheng were both selected as top 50 overseas Chinese scholars. And what's special about Zhang Shousheng? It was reported that he was chosen by the CCP when he was only 15 years old, as to carry out CCP's strategy of stealing technology from the West. The venture capital firm Danhua Capital, Zhang Shousheng founded, had connections with CCP's funds, which has been linked to the Chinese Technology Transfer Program Made in China 2025. In 2018, Danhua Capital was listed as an example of CCP's venture capital investment in the U.S. by the U.S. government, including the Defense Department. It was reported that Zhang Shousheng's connections to Beijing had drawn attention from the FBI, and a cloud of suspicion was forming over him. Then, on December 1st, 2018, Zhang died in what news reports call a suicide. His family said that he died after fighting a battle with depression. But people question whether he really killed himself or was murdered because he knew too many secrets about CCP's technology stealing program. The reason why I spent so much time talking about Zhang Shousheng is not for the sake of talking about Zhang Shousheng, but to present the fact that Li Fei-fei was given the same sort of treatment, honor, and attention as that of Zhang Shousheng by the CCP, the CCP's organizations, and the CCP's media. That's why they two were either invited to the same CCP event or appeared on the same reward list of the CCP. Apart from the Western Returned Scholars Association, Li Fei-fei also has close ties with a very high-profile organization, the Future Forum in China. She is a member of the Forum's Science Committee, while Zhang Shousheng was a founding member of the Forum itself. Li Fei-fei's student Li Jia and Zhang Shousheng's partner Johnny Zhang are at the Youth Council of the Forum. It is worth noting that the Future Forum is directed by the China Association for Science and Technology and supported by Beijing Chaoyang District Government, and its strategic media partners include CCP's most important mouthpieces, including People's Daily and Xinhua. Dozens of most important Chinese IT giants, as well as sons of top CCP leaders, the so-called second-generation REITs, are also members of the forum. For example, Liu Lefei, son of former Chinese Communist Party Politburo Standing Committee member Liu Yunshan, is a council member of the forum. Zhu Yunlai, a son of former Premier Zhu Rongji, is a member of the Consultative Committee. Council member Mary Ma is the co-founder and managing partner of Boyu Capital, which was founded by former CCP top lead Jiang Zemin's grandson Jiang Zhicheng. Li Fei-fei was apparently invited to the Future Science Prize award ceremony and gave speeches more than once. Her group photos with the prominent CCP top elites can still be seen at many Chinese websites. In June last year, Stanford University announced that Li Fei-fei had become its first Sequoia Professor. The Sequoia Professorship at Stanford University is a chair established by Sequoia Capital. Shen Nanpeng, founder of Sequoia Capital China Fund, also serves on the board of the Future Forum, as does Li Fei-fei. Sequoia Capital, which once topped the Forbes Global Best Venture Capitalist 2018 list, has a track record of co-investing with Boyu Capital on multiple occasions. Sequoia Capital also had a joint stake in Alibaba with Boyu Capital. From this, we can also see how deep the ties go. The 1,000 Tenants Program, established in 2008 by the CCP to identify and to recruit leading international experts in scientific research, innovation, and entrepreneurship, is now widely recognized as a program to encourage economic espionage and theft of intellectual property. The FBI has now since started to investigate some overseas Chinese experts in the program, and a lot of Chinese websites have deleted articles related to this program. Up to now, there is no public record showing that Li Fei-fei has joined this program. However, a number of people who have very close relationship with her have very strong ties with the 1,000 Tenants Program. For example, at the 2017 Conference on Computer Vision and Pattern Recognition held in Hawaii, Li Fei-fei mentioned a lot of people who had given her support throughout her career. Among them are Professor Zhu Songchun in UCLA and Professor Li Kai in Princeton. She also mentioned that her first job at University of Illinois was given to her by Professor Thomas Huang, a leading figure in computer vision. Public record shows that Zhu Songchun was chosen as the Changjiang or Yangtze River Scholars Professor in 2007 by the Education Ministry of China and is selected as a special expert for the 1,000 Talent Program in 2010. According to a special interview by China Computer Federation, Professor Li Kai is also a visiting professor at Tsinghua University, a visiting professor at the Institute of Computer Technology of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, a partner and a researcher of 1,000 Talents Program. The PDF file of that interview can still be found. However, many media reports about this interview have already been deleted. Thomas Huang, who died recently, was elected as a foreign member of the Chinese Academy of Engineering in 2001 and a foreign member of the Chinese Academy of Sciences in 2002. From April 22nd to May 2nd, 2012, Chongqing Research Institute President Yuan Jiahu came to the United States to solicit talent at Harvard and other 10 colleges and universities. After 9 special recruitment seminars, 4 experts were selected into the 1,000 Talents Program, and 2 were chosen for the 1,000 Youth Talents Plan, while 4 scientists, including Thomas Huang, were appointed as experts of Chongqing Research Institute's Strategic Advisory Committee. Apart from those, Li Fei-fei student Lu Chewu was also recruited into 1,000 Youth Talent Plan in 2010. Lu Chewu is also the Executive Deputy Director of the Joint Lab of Shanghai Jiao Tong University and SenseTime, an AI technology company. In 2016, SenseTime participated in ImageNet ILS-VRC 2016 large-scale image recognition competition, which was funded by Li Fei-fei and took the first place in 3 projects. SenseTime's founder, Dr. Xu Li, has publicly stated that his company uses a lot of video data from the Guangzhou Public Security System to develop video analysis software, and, quote, we can easily gather the data information we need for any use scenario, and the biggest source of data is the government, unquote. It is worth noting that the winners of the targeting and scenario classification in this competition were Trim's and Hikvision. For the name Trim's, Trim's, TRIMPS, stands for the Third Research Institute of Ministry of Public Security, or in Chinese, 公安部三所. In brief, TRIMS is the research institute for advancing the technologies for CCP's police force. Shousen should be the team member under TRIMS. It means God of search, where Shou means search and Shen means God. Hikvision is the world's largest surveillance equipment manufacturer, as is controlled by the CCP. It is known for assisting the CCP in its human rights violations, and U.S. lawmakers are calling for sanctions against it. So, to put it simply, CCP's police team and a team of the largest surveillance equipment manufacturer were given top prize at the ImageNet competition, and ImageNet was founded by Li Fei-fei. So, isn't the connection obvious enough? Put all the information above together, we can see that Li Fei-fei's ties with the CCP are really deeper than most of us know. That's why many overseas Chinese people, especially Twitter users, became very worried upon learning the news that Li was appointed to Twitter's board. As a matter of fact, I hesitated a lot whether I should do this program or not after I learned that a Chinese analyst, Caijin Lengyan's 4 Twitter accounts were all suspended after he did a similar program about Li Fei-fei in Chinese. I was afraid of losing my 148,000 Twitter followers. So I posted a tweet and asked my followers' opinion whether I should do this program or not. Most people voted yes, and that gave me the courage to actually do it. Fingers crossed that nothing bad will happen after this. Please pray for me. Okay, that's all for today. Now I understand more about how hard it is to speak truth to power, even in this free world, which is not that free already. Please support me so that we can fight together to win back our freedom. Thank you. See you next time.